Lesson 144, Prepositions. In this lesson, I'd like to give you a very basic, simple introduction to what a preposition is. At the most basic level, a preposition shows a physical relationship between two nouns, two objects, two places, two people. Basically, you're using one object as a reference point and then using the preposition to say where the other thing is in relation to that reference point. And so a preposition is a word that helps you show that relationship. Words like in, beneath, beside, above, to, from. You can use a preposition to show that something is moving toward something. You can say toward, or you can say from. It's moving from something. Those are also prepositions. You can also use prepositions to talk about abstract concepts. For example, time, you could say before lunch or after lunch. So there you're talking about time. It's not really a physical object, but it still has a feeling of space. Something can be before it or after it. If you have an idea that you thought of, you can say, well, this idea came from my mind, in the sense that your mind was the source of it. So you can have prepositions working in very simple ways with objects or more abstract ways. But in this lesson, for those of you who may not have studied grammar or you don't have much experience working with languages, for folks like you, I just want to give you a very simple introduction to prepositions so that you understand what the grammatical terms mean. Grammatical terms as in the word preposition, and then also the object of a preposition, and then there's the idea of a prepositional phrase. So here in this lesson, I have a sample sentence, an example sentence. The bicycle is inside the garage. In that sentence, the word inside is a preposition. The reference point that you are using is the garage. Someone is using the garage as a reference point to indicate where something else is. And then the thing you're trying to talk about or locate, that's the bicycle. So you use a preposition to show the physical relationship between the bicycle and the garage. And so you can use words to tell someone the location of something. So the word inside, again, that's the preposition. You could change it to any preposition you want. You could have the bicycle anywhere. You could have the bicycle behind the garage. Now the preposition is behind. You could have the bicycle under the garage. Maybe it's in the basement. You could have it beside the garage. Maybe it's leaning on the wall over to the side. I don't know. You can even string together several prepositions to make prepositional descriptions that have more than one word. On top of the garage. In front of the garage. Those are still prepositions, but they're more complicated. They have several words working together. Okay, so again, the word inside is a preposition. It shows the relationship between the two objects. The garage is the point of reference, and then the bicycle is the thing that you're telling the location of, using the garage as a point of reference. And so here's a term I want to tell you about. It's called a prepositional phrase. The preposition plus the thing you're using as a reference point, those two things together form what's called a prepositional phrase. So inside the garage, those three words, that's a prepositional phrase. One other term, the object of the preposition, that is a fancy name for the thing that you're using as the reference point. So in this sentence, the word garage is the object of the preposition. In this case, it's the object of the preposition inside. Okay, so quick review. The word bicycle isn't really doing anything here. It's just the subject of the sentence. The word inside is a preposition. It shows the location of something, the relationship of one thing to another. Okay, inside is the preposition. Garage is the object of the preposition. That's the thing that you're using as a reference point. And then inside the garage, altogether, is a prepositional phrase. The prepositional phrase is the preposition plus the object of the preposition. So these are terms that I would like you to know as you go forward. It will help you in your study of Greek to know these various grammar terms. And we'll even use them in this book. Let's take a look at the exercises, and together we can go through and identify the preposition and the object of the preposition. And again, these are very simple uses of prepositions, simply to give you a basic introduction. In number 1, we have a book. We want to tell someone the location of the book, so we use the couch as a reference point. We use a preposition, behind, and then the reference point is the couch. So we say, behind the couch, and so the word behind is a preposition. The reference point is the couch, and so that's the object of the preposition. And so the words behind the couch, those 3 words together form a prepositional phrase, because behind is the preposition and couch is the object of the preposition. In number 2, beside the lamp is a prepositional phrase. Beside is a preposition. The lamp is the thing you're using as a reference point. So lamp is the object of the preposition beside. So beside is the preposition, lamp is the object of the preposition, and beside the lamp, those 3 words form a prepositional phrase. In number 3, the word in is a preposition. It's using the trunk as a reference point. So the word trunk is the object of the preposition. And then in the trunk, those 3 words form a prepositional phrase. In number 4, through the tunnel is a prepositional phrase. Through is a preposition. Tunnel is the thing you're using as a reference point. So that's the object of the preposition. In number 5, we have a chipmunk running under the house. This sentence is inspired by actual events because I have a family of chipmunks living under my porch, and they've built an entire subway system under my front yard. So in number 5, we have a chipmunk running under the house. Under is a preposition. House is the thing you're using as the reference point. So house is the object of the preposition under, and then under the house forms a prepositional phrase. In number 6, before lunch is a prepositional phrase. As I mentioned a few minutes ago, prepositions can express relationships not only in space, but in time. So before lunch is a time expression. Before is the preposition. Lunch is the thing you're using as a reference point, but it's not an object. It's more of an event in time. And so then before lunch forms a prepositional phrase. Same thing in number 7, after school is a prepositional phrase, but it's talking about time. So after is a preposition, and so school is referring to the time during which school occurs. Not the school building, but the timing of your schooling. And so after school is referring to time. So after is the preposition, school is the object of the preposition, and so together, after and school form a prepositional phrase. In number 8, by the post office is a prepositional phrase. By is a preposition, and then post office is a place that you are using as a reference point. That's the object of the preposition. So by the post office is a prepositional phrase. In number 9, on campus is a prepositional phrase. On is a preposition. Campus is the object of that preposition. And so the phrase on campus is a prepositional phrase. In number 10, beyond that mountain is the part of the sentence we're talking about. Beyond is a preposition. Mountain is the thing that you're using as a reference point. And so the word mountain is the object of the preposition. It's the object of the preposition beyond. And so beyond that mountain is a prepositional phrase. I don't know if technically you include that as part of the prepositional phrase or not, but anyway, you get the idea. Beyond and mountain form a prepositional phrase.